It's been a very long time in Britain since the stakes were higher than they are at this election. And one of the reasons that the stakes are so high is we already see the Conservatives flagging up the intention to start suppressing voting. They're talking about people having to bring identity documents to the polling booth in future if they want to vote. That'll mean that a lot of people suddenly won't be voting anymore. It'll be the beginning of the kind of voter suppression that we've already seen operating in the United States, where lots of people, particularly people of colour, particularly young people, have been forbidden from voting, discouraged from voting, because the Republicans believe and know that they will vote the other way. Trump would not have won the last election if it were not for voter suppression. He might well win the next election because of voter suppression. Once voter suppression starts happening, then political outcomes become almost predetermined. It is so important to vote in this election, because if you don't, you might not be able to vote in the next election. If somebody doesn't want you to vote, what does that say to you? It says you should vote. So please, register to vote and then vote. It's so simple, it's so quick. You do it in just a few minutes, but you've only got a few more days left in which to do it. November the 26th, that's the last day in which you can register to vote for this election. I really believe there's a genuine prospect that if you don't register to vote and vote this time, you might find it a lot harder to vote next time. Whoever wins the general election, we desperately need an active, independent media which is not owned by billionaires. And Double Down News, I can assure you, is not owned by billionaires. So please support them, and please help out a bit if you can by giving them some funding through Patreon.